All right, so you're here for the deep dive into the Mr. Beast and T-Series battle for YouTube supremacy. And,
Yeah,
well, we're ready to give it to ya.
I'm ready.
This is
Yeah.
kind of a crazy thing that's happening.
It is, it is.
Like when you
Yeah.
really think about the history of YouTube and, back in 2018, it was PewDiePie and T-Series
Right.
that were, battling it out
Battling for
that top spot.
Yeah.
And now we have another individual creator, Mr. Beast, who's
Right.
potentially on the verge of overtaking T-Series.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that we're seeing history kind of repeat itself where, it's an individual creator kind of going up against this big corporation.
And it, like you said, it's more than just subscriber count.
It is.
There's something bigger at play here.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that I thought was really interesting was in a recent video by John Yushai,
Right.
Mr. Beast actually addresses T-Series
Directly. Yeah.
and says that, this isn't about India versus America.
Right.
This is about individual creators
It's a statement.
versus massive corporations.
It is. And I think that statement, that distinction that he makes is really, really important.
Right.
Because it really does shift the narrative.
Yeah.
I think it was very easy to look at the PewDiePie and T-Series battle.
Right.
And see it as countries battling it out. Yeah.
Right.
But I think Mr. Beast framing it as a creator versus corporation is really the way to look at this.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder what this means.
Right.
Like, what does it mean if an individual creator holds that most subscribed title?
What does it mean for YouTube?
Yeah, like what does it mean for YouTube?
As a platform.
Right.
Does it...
What does it mean for other creators?
Does it encourage more individual creators to get on the platform?
Right.
Does it
change how they think about the content they're making?
Impact the types of content that thrives on the platform?
Right.
And it's all very it's fascinating to think about the symbolic significance of that.
Yeah, it really is. And he has said that YouTube runs in my frickin' blood.
He has.
Like this guy is dedicated, and he's been on YouTube for 14 years.
He's an addict.
So this isn't some, flash in the pan kind of thing.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think that's one of the most impressive things about Mr. Beast's success is that it's been so long in the making.
Yeah.
It's not like he just popped up overnight.
Right.
He's someone who has honed his craft for years and years and years. And, that's what I think is so inspiring about this story. Yeah. Is that it's really a testament to the power of hard work and dedication.
Yeah, it is.
And, just sticking with it.
And to your point, it is, he's homegrown talent.
Absolutely.
Like he figured out this platform.
He figured it out.
He didn't come from, some big media.
Yeah, he wasn't handed anything.
Right.
He built this himself.
And I think that's what's so inspiring about it.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, if he does win this.
Right.
Does YouTube start doing more to support individual creators?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Right.
I mean, because
right now it does feel like
sometimes the algorithm feels like it's
favors the big guys.
Yeah, it favors the big channels, and I think
the corporations.
Yeah, the corporations. I think that is one of the things that a lot of creators are concerned about.
Yeah.
Is that it's becoming harder and harder to break through if you're not already a big channel.
Yeah.
So I think if Mr. Beast were to win, it would be fascinating to see if YouTube makes any changes.
Right.
Do they tweak the algorithm?
Yeah. Do they look at
to level the playing field a little bit?
Yeah.
Do they introduce new features that make it easier
to help individual creators?
So individual creators to grow their audiences.
Yeah, it really is a fascinating thing to watch unfold.
It is. It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, just something to think about.
Right.
Is this a sign of things to come?
Yeah.
Is this the beginning of a shift in power?
Is this a blip on the radar, or is this a sign of
YouTube.
A real change coming?
Yeah. Or is this just, a blip on the radar?
Yeah.
It's something to think about for sure.
For sure.
So thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and
absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.